Okay, hello, hi, we're here. It's Thursday. For some reason, I thought it was Friday earlier, but it is in fact Thursday, so hi. That is not why I'm late. There was a feud that I needed to deal with. Um, Relating to the kitchen. So, that is resolved now, at least for the moment. But we're here. So, Coral Island. Again, I keep doing this where I want to start a new game and then I end up behind schedule and I don't have time to set it up and make sure everything is working properly before I start stream. And so we just play Coral Island or World of Warcraft, which honestly, I'm kind of okay with it because they're both good games and I'm having fun with both of them. But also, it's not helping with our backlog. It's really not helping with our increasing, in fact, increasing backlog. It continues to be a thing. Also, unfortunately, I don't think that I can stay super late to make up for my lateness today, and I apologize for that. It's a busy week and a busier weekend, so I'm sorry. But we're working on it. We're getting there. We'll figure it out. All that jazz. So since we're late anyway, why don't we just jump right in? Jump right in. You know, all of this time, every single time I load this, I don't pay that much attention and I keep forgetting that our farm / save file is called Chaos Crabs. which I like. I stand by that decision. I like it, but it's very silly. So, there's that. I still desperately need a haircut. I apparently scratched myself and I have very stupid skin, so that'll be red for an hour now. No big deal. It's fine. How are you guys? How is everybody doing this fine Thursday? We are so close to the end of the week, and I know, in my case, that's a blessing and a curse, because it's going to be a busy weekend. And just a reminder, I have decided that every second Sunday I am going to take off, and this Sunday is that second Sunday. I have a very busy weekend, and I also have the usual reason for deciding on this change, which is my extremely nerdy lightsaber class, which is very fun. So, Elaine, you're spinning your wheels in Coral Island waiting for that large bronze milk. I know how you feel. Except for, the large bronze milk took a while for me too, but the fucking tomato was the worst. That took us most of the season to get. That was a mess. And I guess I could have just tried to get it with a cucumber in spring, but I didn't understand what I was doing. How is this still loading? I guess it did it take this long last time? Maybe it did. I don't know. Xbox, stop trying to make me claim points. I don't understand it. I click things and then things happen and it's weird. Can you pause, please? Did we cut out for a second? Why is Stream Elements giving the starting thing again? I didn't notice any blips on my end, but... Did I say... I said I feel you, Elaine, but I guess I didn't technically say hi. Hi, Elaine. How's it going? I'm so glad that you started playing Coral Island. I think it's fun. I'm excited to have more people playing it. To yell about things, mostly. Although, but yeah, I feel like we're getting so close to the part where... I feel fairly certain that we can play a year and everything will be good in that regard, but, we're getting to the point where things aren't finished. And, we can't really progress because things aren't finished. So, I'm excited for it. I love the game. It's great, but we are going to have to take a break at some point. In the relatively near future. And find something else to do with our time, which again is probably a good thing. We have a huge backlog. I was recently reminded Spiritfarer exists. There's still Plague Tale. Nelgar has been yelling at me about literally 10 different games. Which, fair. I do ask for suggestions, so that's not shade. No shade. Thank you for the suggestions. But yeah, we have a backlog. I should probably make my own list in Discord, and then I can cross things off properly instead of looking over the list and being like, I did that one, right? Elaine, your brother doesn't have Game Pass, so you told him to wait until it's finished, but to keep an eye out for the full release. Yeah, for sure. I am afraid that full release is probably still like 2 years out. The amount of things that I'm running into that aren't done, are making me think we're at least a year, if not two, out from full release. Which, like, it's a Kickstarter game that's like it's a humble bundle, humble games thing too. So like, I'm getting the impression that this is a very small dev team and it is a very ambitious game. So I'm not completely surprised by that. I know that they've been in development and like playable in development for at least 2 years, but like Satisfactory is also technically early access and has been that way for 3 or 4 years now too. So, I mean, Satisfactory is a little bit different. But they did have a lot of things that were nowhere near complete at the beginning, and now we've got like all of this shit with pipes, and they never had pipes. They promised there wouldn't be pipes. Well, it wasn't really promised, it was insisted. People wanted pipes, and they were like, no, we're never gonna do it. And then they did it. So, like, it happens, right? It's too unfinished to recommend someone buy it. You went to read the guidebooks you found in the library, and they all said placeholder text. Yeah, I've noticed that all the library books are empty. Which, like, it's fine. Again, like, I knew what I was getting into. I knew that it was early access, but, like, I've been spoiled by the point that Satisfactory is at, and they are 4 years into this. So, like, Satisfactory is almost ready, and they're, like, finally really pushing towards release. So I feel like I've been spoiled by that for the last couple years. And, like, again, I keep forgetting to look these devs up. I don't know how communicative they are. I doubt that they're as communicative as Coffee Stain is, but nobody is. P.S. This isn't a Satisfactory stream, but I love you, Coffee Stain, forever. You're my favorite. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to keep playing while it's in development, like, consistently, especially not on stream, because, like, I don't really want to do all these things piecemeal. If we're gonna hit that stopping point and there's that much that's not done right now, I want to just stop there and then go and get all of the things that we were missing. Just start over when full release happens and get the full experience rather than kind of piecing it together. Like, I appreciate the value of being able to give feedback and things, and, like, if I can ever remember to do it, I will definitely, like, when we decide to stop, I'll try and give them a bunch of feedback. And, like, there's not a lot of negative feedback at all, but just, you know, I kind of want to, you know, do my part. But I don't like, that's why I don't really like beta testing things. And, like, Satisfactory is different because if there is a story, it's not there yet. So you're not, like, spoiling things for yourself in the same way. It's really about the automation and stuff. It's different. But with something like this, or even like WoW, I don't like doing betas that much because I don't want to see a half-finished version of, like, the story of it. I just want to, like, experience it as it's, like, meant to be. So, like, I want to be able to give feedback and help developers do their thing. And, like, with some early access games, I'm happy to give them money, like, in lieu of crowdfunding for an early access or whatever, right? But yeah, I want the whole thing. Maybe it's selfish of me. But there are a lot of people who just love being that little bit connected to development and giving their feedback and things. So, like, I think there's lots of people that are happy to do it. Elaine, you know, I said that I saw a lot of early access Subnautica Below Zero and then we're disappointed in the rewrite. Yeah, exactly. It's 100% that. Like, that's just the most obvious example of it, really. But, like, You probably wouldn't have played it if it weren't on Game Pass. Yeah, like it's still good. It's still got things going for it, but it just felt like it had more potential before, and that feels like really ungrateful, right? Like I don't want to insult the dev's choice because it's their creative decision and vision, right? But yeah, I don't know. I just really liked where it was going with what I saw in early access, and it just didn't really feel the same level of I don't, what is even the sound effect you use for how Subnautica makes you feel, like aside from the terror? So Fred, hey, how's it going? I'm good. I'm late. I'm really fucking late, but I'm good. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I'm here. We are talking about expectations in games and early access games and betas and stuff. And like I feel like I realized this fairly early on in the experience, so it wasn't too bad, but Elaine, I don't know if I'm assuming you remember, Mists of Pandaria, the beta was open towards the end of it, and so I did end up playing like the Pandaren starting experience and a couple other things in the Mists beta, and it just when it released, it just didn't feel new anymore, and it just didn't feel new, really. Like it felt like I had been with it for a while, and like especially considering that the last patch of that expansion deeply overstayed its welcome, it just felt like I lived that expansion for like 3 years at least, and it was a lot, and it was just not a great experience. I didn't like it. And thank you for saying late is okay, Fred. I appreciate that. Still not ideal, but okay. It's fine. We'll see how things time out. I'd love to stay till 6 today for reasons. I don't even know if that was a successful wink. Please let me know. I can't wink. But yeah, we'll see. I have someone moving in this weekend, so there's like a lot of shit going on. But yeah. So ultimately all that boils down to, I guess, is that once we put Coral Island aside for running into a wall of incomplete game, we will probably not see it again for quite some time. You know what I'm gonna do? While I'm still in talking mode, I am literally going to go see if I can find these people on Twitter. There we go. So that I followed Coral Island on Twitter. So now at least I have a chance of getting some sort of information on updates. I'm sure they're on YouTube too, but one point of connection will hopefully help me remember the rest. Because I've been saying I'm going to do that for like a while now. Elaine, honestly, you wonder if the PTR making everything old before it's actually released for the content creators is one of WoW's biggest problems. In contrast, Final Fantasy XIV only lets a handful of people play a very limited section, explore one zone with no story quests active in one dungeon, usually, for the media tour before expansion releases. Yeah, like I understand Blizzard's struggle because, like, they've tried to stop the data miners before and it doesn't work. But it is still on, like, I don't know, like the files are still there, technically available, even if they're somehow sealed away, right? Fred, you know nothing about games or gaming. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit there. You might not know, like, a lot of meta about the industry or anything, but I think you've probably picked up more than enough to have some valid thoughts if you wanted to. But of course, you don't have to. It's kind of a niche topic, this one, so no worries. But yeah, I do feel like it's like, and that's the thing too, is even if people aren't playing it themselves, even if they're just reading Wowhead, you've got all these guides telling you exactly what to do before the expansion even launches or within a week of it launching, and so people just do this prescribed route as fast as possible to get the rewards as quick as possible, and then either burn themselves out and are upset about it, or run out of content and are upset about it. And like, yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine that that's particularly good for a game and its population. Obviously, like, they're still doing all right in a lot of ways. A lot of people are back for the Dragon expansion, myself included. So like, there are ways around it. I don't think it's necessary to have that secrecy, and like, they do manage to withhold cutscenes and like the most important pieces of story. So like, they've gotten better, I think, about hiding the things that are most important to hide. But I agree that it's probably not ideal in any case. So I don't know. On the other hand, all of that shit is way too much for me to figure out on my own, and I appreciate Wowhead. So I mean, mind you, but like, the thing is, I could wait too. I could wait for that information. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how long it takes to figure this shit out and write these articles and whatever. So maybe I'm just being a snowflake. I have no idea. But yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I so wish that I could get into Final Fantasy. I really do. I've tried so many times, man. I want to, and I just can't. It's just not my thing. And I've accepted that, but at the same time, it still sucks, right? And like, it's not even because it's like, oh my god, this game looks so amazing, I really wish I could enjoy it. It's like, I just have a ton of friends who play it and love it, and I would like to hang out with them and have a good time, and I can't make that happen, and that's a bummer. It says, like, in Final Fantasy XIV, someone used a data mined outfit in an advertisement for an in-game event, and it was a huge scandal. That's really interesting. People surrounded their FC houses with tanks and bombed them. Wow, that's dramatic. I mean, that's fun, though. See, that's the kind of, like, online punishment that's kind of fun. Like, I mean, I'm sure there was, like, a line crossed for some of those people, too, because it's the internet, but that's fun, at least. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard to establish a relationship with media and third-party sites, I think, when you're in that sort of continual release situation. And I think Blizzard has tried to find a balance, but the thing is, at this point, that it's really, no matter what you do, it's really hard to change from what you're already doing, because there's these expectations already set. So like, I feel like it probably would have been better if that cat had never left the bag, but at this point, right, I don't know that there's much that they can do, because the expectation is there. But I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, we can still definitely talk about this, but we can talk about this while I water my fucking plants. I brain good. Anyway. Okay, so we are chilling. We are playing the game. I suppose I could put my headphones on. I can put my headphones on. Yeah. They'd have to restructure their whole design process to eliminate the PTR. Yeah, exactly. And like, I think, especially with the size that WoW is, and how every little move affects like 100, like there's like a ripple effect with a lot of things, like I think WoW would suffer without the feedback of the community on the PTR, right? So yeah, like I just don't think that it would work at this point for WoW, but it's interesting to think about what the relationship might be like if it had never happened that way. And only have closed testing under an NDA, but that would be a huge project and probably cause a year delay on the expansion if they implemented it. Yeah, like 100%. And yeah, like I think they used to try and develop like that, and they literally never hit their development speed goals, or like even close, frankly. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's too late now. but it is still an interesting thought. I really hope time's not passing. Time better not be passing. Aha! Sweet. Tomorrow's gonna be rainy. Okay, it is still 6 in the morning. Time was not passing. We are good. Also, we did meet, Elena's getting food. No worries. All good. Oh, hang on a sec. I did forget the one thing. I mean, it's not hard to hear me, but I can make it better. Right. I should be. So we did meet the mermaids on Sunday. We did. I don't know if I get to meet them again at the current level of finish that the game is. That's very unclear. Have I been watering my trees? I don't know if I've been watering my trees, man. Also, yeah, I'm bad at watering. It's well established at this point, but like it's a mess, my friends. It's a mess. I'm gonna go over here. Water my tree. And then let my animals out. My animals. Oh, right. It's not done yet. Sometimes I suck at reading the symbol. I'm gonna harvest first because it's so much harder to water with the pumpkins and stuff in the way. Like, especially the pumpkins. Because, like, it's hard enough without the actual pumpkins. But then, yeah, you throw in the actual pumpkin and it's just, like, extra hard to see anything, so. I do always feel like I should keep a large stash of pumpkins because whenever I get a pumpkin pie recipe, it probably should just be, like, my default, like, battle and energy food or something because it's me. But also, I did never do that in Stardew either, so whatever. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Carl! But Carl... I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not, actually, so... You're welcome. Cows. Cows is. Pet the cow. Milk the cow. Large bronze milk! Oh, Elaine, if only I could share. Ooh, a bronze milk, but just a normal milk. I do like that these containers are like actual milk containers. It pleases me. Like a lot, actually. I don't know, is that the rural kid in me that appreciates that? I don't know, maybe. The accuracy is nice. The accuracy is not there for everything in this game, definitely. But for the things where it is, it's kind of nice. And some of them are like, not realistic most of the time in other portrayals, so then I get to appreciate that extra. Snacks acquired. Excellent, Elaine. I just picked up a large bronze milk and then felt bad and said a thing, but you weren't back yet. Okay, so there is just a sweet potato sitting on the ground there, but... Ooh, is that a gold pumpkin or a bronze? I think that's, yeah, that's a gold pumpkin. Heck yes. So yeah, it's like, I'm gonna keep, so I'm 90% sure that that's in the bundle. So I'm gonna keep one of those. I'm not sure about this one. I did get a bunch of stuff that I haven't gotten before in the ocean the other day. So that's pretty neat. I want to keep the sweet potatoes. You think it's funny when an item is just a sphere with the game icon on it? Something's model isn't done yet. Yeah, like the spider fur. Yeah, I'm just like, aw. Work in progress. Like, not even in a patronizing way. I'm just like, oh, that's neat. You'll get there. Why is my eyebrow itchy? Help. But yeah, there's a few things that don't have models yet, and it's funny. There's a lot of things in the ocean that don't have models yet. Not so much the things you pick up. Like I think the square is watered at the top, but I couldn't tell, to be honest. You heard they're gonna have an arachnophobe mode when it actually releases. Interesting. I don't love the spiders in this game, but they're definitely not the worst for me, personally. I'm sure that they're upsetting for others, and I obviously always support having an arachnophobia mode because it's just the kind thing to do. But yeah, personally, these ones aren't too bad for me. Which, you know, is nice. They're just very video gamey, right? Like, yeah. They are a little spindly, and they're just like a little icky, but they're not as like, for me. I'm sure that was an excellent and very descriptive sound effect. You're welcome. But yeah, I think more games should have an arachnophobia mode, and I respect developers that do it. I appreciate it. Thank you for your service. The big cows are so large. We still need to get a silo, and for that we still need more scrap, but we're working on it. Part of me wants to go back into the ocean because I think we have more thingamabobbies. Oh yeah, we definitely have more thingamabobbies to heal. Although I really don't know how much farther we can go in the ocean. We are definitely approaching the edge on that front. So, yeah. Wine! Oh, but also, yeah, I want more silver kelp too. So, ooh, that would be good. Like, I don't know. Will I play this on my own a bit? Once we stop, I don't know, maybe? I might check in on it from time to time. We'll see. Thinking too much. I always think too much, though. What's new? It's like my whole MO, frankly. Oh yeah, that Robin chick? Yeah, she overthinks everything. That's Rez. Yeah. Alright, I forgot my potato. It always, Stardew too, it always makes me nervous to have my animals in my field. I am already aware that it doesn't actually ruin anything, but it just makes me uncomfortable. Don't eat my crops, don't step on my crops. Get out. What are you doing in there? What are you doing? We're almost done. I cannot wait for this season to be over. We're so close. Oh, good. We're starting to feel tired. Fantastic. Here. I think Scott gave us this pizza. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Was that the best use of the pizza? Absolutely not. But whatever. It really doesn't matter. We can get other food other ways. So, I need to do more fishing, too. If only to keep some fish for, like, sashimi and stuff. We are almost done. We are so close. We are so close to done. One more bucket swing. Let's fucking go. Alright, it's only 3 p.m. Oh, sorry, Elaine. I was saying that I want to move on to one of the games in my backlog. What game was I thinking of next? So, here, let me just tab over to the Xbox, app because I've downloaded several. So Plague Tale Requiem is still on the list. Far Changing Tides has been on my list for at least 8 months because I brought it up in a video that is 8 months old. Which ones in here? So actually a bunch of these I've already played. I'm forgetting some of the names of the ones that Nelgar has suggested. I've actually watched a bunch of these. He's been talking about another one recently. Spiritfarer is on the list. We weren't sure about Windbound. I'd like to play Celeste sometime. there's so many. There's a lot, but those are just the easily accessible to my brain ones / to my fingertips, depending on where I got that info. Cool. I would love to finish the Ocean Stuff bundle, but I don't... Like, I think it's 5 of, but I don't know how many options there are. Yeah, no, I have to get all of them, and I only have 2. But that's 2 we didn't have the other day. And, like, I think we can finish this bundle. We should be able to, right? So we still need a purple urchin and I guess that's just a blue mussel, I think. Like, these are the kinds of things I should bring up in feedback, but they're probably, like, already aware of. It's just like, so when you hover over this, it goes under the title and I can't read it. I just go by half the letters. Do you have another suggestion to add to the list, Elaine? Because, frankly, the more the merrier, I suppose. Like, it's not gonna change how dire the list is, and you know, depending on how I feel, might get bumped up, because I'm definitely mostly... Ultimately, I still choose things based on, like, what I think I'm gonna have fun or enjoy doing. Because if I'm not having fun, you guys aren't having fun. So, it's always good to, like, it's, like, in some ways it's bad to have too many suggestions. Just, you know, because, I mean, honestly, obvious reasons. There is just analysis paralysis, you know, too many options. But... like, still, it's good to have things to choose from. You were just curious if I had one in particular in mind. Yeah, like, for some reason, Celeste has been on my mind lately, so I might jump into that, but then, yeah, a friend of mine brought up Spiritfarer again recently, and I'm like, ooh, Spiritfarer could be good. And... absolutely, who enjoys watching someone hate playing a game. Yeah, so this is why I never did another stream of The Witness. And I feel it's so funny because I feel guilty that I hated The Witness because it was way too hard, because a friend recommended that I play it and I got it, and he watched the stream and he felt so guilty for making me play it because I was struggling so much, and I feel guilty that he feels guilty, and it's very Canadian and very dumb. But yeah, I'm not... I don't enjoy when a game makes me feel stupid, and I admit that I'm not smart enough for The Witness. So yeah. Those kind of puzzles are not where my strengths lie, and that's okay. Fuck. So that's closed today. I need to go to the electronics store because I need, like, a cooking knife to cook, and I didn't realize this until recently, like, really recently, and that sucks. I think I'd like to go back to the ocean, even though it won't be a super long trip. Oh, are my fossils? No, I just don't have any other fossils right now. I don't think I'm ever gonna get more of this is the problem. So, like, it feels a little bit like a bad idea to use those. But I'll bring it just in case. I can make a couple more seaweed snacks and a monster goop snack if I need to. Just... fuck. Why am I like this? Real quick... Gonna throw some stuff in here. Am I making cranberry wine, or was it just not done yet and I'm a dum-dum? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, cool. Let's go. We got this. If nothing else, we can get more trash/scrap. Trash/scrap. Wow. There's a tongue twister for you. Would you like an extra tongue twister for no reason? You preparing for a stage show sometime soon? Maybe that will come in handy. You know, one of the things that I definitely can't wait for the full release for is being able to, like, actually clean up the island. Because, like, oh, right. I just went running as, like, far and deep as I could get yesterday. I don't know that I actually found any more thingamabobs. Like, there might not be any more altar thingies that I can find, because, like, I don't know where I am. Maybe we can find the last 2 things we need. That would be pretty swell. But yeah, like, I've walked past several like, different ways that I could go. Probably missing something. Oof. But there's a lot to explore around. Yes! Okay, sweet. Interesting. Is that... No, that's a different... Okay, well, sweet. So yeah, I don't know exactly where I am. I'm very lost in the ocean right now. I'm gonna drop the anchor here. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going long term or anything like that. But I guess we'll find out if we can find anything. But yeah, like, I swam really far in, like, a straight line, you know? And, yeah. And there were a couple branches off of that I didn't get. But I didn't see any altar-y thingamabobs, and so I didn't stop. Because I was looking for more of them. Holy crap, these ones just... The loops they take and everything are so long. Does this mean it's gonna do a huge area though? I hope so. I think there's only 2. Crunchy, crunchy seaweed that you can eat underwater for some reason. Yeah, now it's gonna loop back around. Yeah, bastard. Are you done? Finally! Okay, so it should do a pretty big chunk of this. And that one will clear that way. Whoosh. Doesn't get old. It's great every time. I really like it. The sound effect is good. Cleaning up the ocean feels nice. Ooh, kelp. Zebra mussel. What about a blue mussel? What about a blue mussel, huh? What about that? Have you considered a blue mussel? Would you consider a blue mussel? So yeah, I don't know how much deeper we gotta go into the ocean to find those last 2 things, but by golly, I sure would like to. And hey, at least we unlocked this whole new section. And now we can get more trash. Really weird that this game is making me, like, happy and excited to have trash, but, you know, it's useful. I need scrap for stuff. The stuff related to the ocean is really the stuff that sets this game apart, and the mechanic of upgrading seed quality rather than just using fertilizer. Yeah, and yeah, I completely agree. The diving is definitely its most unique factor, and it's really interesting. It does a good job of it. I'm excited to explore more down here, and I think that's a huge strength. So I think we're gonna have to come back tomorrow for this one. I mean, the anchor's right over there, but I'm gonna... Alright, we got half an hour left. I do not know if we can finish this before the robot drags us out. Depends on how many things it makes me destroy, I guess. No! I don't know if we got it. Alright, we'll go back tomorrow and we'll find out. But, okay, cool. But yeah, like, this quest openly acknowledges that it's a work in progress, so... I just don't see a big future for us. But yeah. So yeah, it's a blue mussel and a purple urchin that we're looking for, so... I'm gonna sell all that. I'm gonna put my trash in here. Okay. And I'm just gonna run directly into bed with trash. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep holding the trash because I think that's funny. It isn't just a reskin Stardew because of that. Yeah, exactly. Well, and like, I do, like I've said a few times, some of the, like, skill upgrade things are really unique and interesting. Like, the rock domino thing is really fun. And stuff like the veins in the mines are really neat as well, and I haven't seen that before. And yeah, like it's pulling inspiration from a lot of different places, but it does have its own things that make it stand out. And like even just like the inclusivity of it, like Suki has stretch marks, Randy's got a prosthetic arm, and like even just little things like that. You don't get a lot of that in a lot of games, and it's really nice. So even if it was a Stardew clone, I wouldn't like hate it for that, but it's not ultimately when it comes down to it. So like there's definitely a lot of points of comparison, no doubt about that, but right, I forgot to grab my eggs yesterday. I did not profit from my chickens yesterday. Whoops. Trash. Okay. All right, it's raining. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked, or that didn't work very well because I was dancing, but it's fine. We got 109 scrap. So, for the silo, we need 100 scrap, 300 stone, and 2 silver bars. So, are they open today? They're closed today. Fuck. Okay, the electronics store is open at 9 though. We won't go to the carpenters today. That's fine. Not enough kelp for more than one. So we'll just take one. It's definitely part of the Harvest Moon / Stardew genre with all the marks of that inspiration, but it is different enough to be its own game. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, like the fact that it's crowdfunded and stuff is kind of interesting because they're kind of trying to pick and choose like the fan favorite things, the things that people ask for the most or whatever, right? And I mean, there's always a question of whether or not that ends up being successful, but I think so far they're doing a good job, and I look forward to it going forward. Okay, this one I'm just gonna... I was gonna say this one I'm just gonna grab, and then it was really difficult to grab, and I was reminded why I've just been using the scythe since I found out that I could do that. Still a little bit... oops about not realizing that I could do that for the longest time in the first place, but it's okay. Alright, now sales bin. Sale bin? Bin. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep the grapes. I'm gonna keep the grapes for like good quality wine. Doop. I want to know how much it's worth. I'm doing it. No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. It's a terrible decision. You've gotten stuck on terrain a couple times. Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, most of my actual complaints about the game are like genuine bugs, or like unfinished pieces. So like, and to be fair, there is an unstuck button in the menu. So like, they are aware that it's a possibility slash a potential problem. But yeah, I don't know. The music is so nice, though. Sorry. Damn it, I didn't grab the milk pail! Jug, whatever. Why do I have the memory of a goldfish? You wish the I'm sorry. My controller touched my foot and my brain thought it was a spider and I panicked. Alright. Everything is fine. Don't know if y'all saw my light flash before my eyes there. I don't know what the look on my face was, but been there. Yeah. Sorry, anyway, I was gonna finish reading what you were saying. You wish the unstuck button was more like a Hearthstone than a forced passing out, though, although people might use it as an exploit, or might then. Yeah, I guess. I actually haven't used the unstuck. I didn't realize that that's how it worked. That's interesting. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Usually, like with Satisfactory, it's a like respawn at home kind of thing. So. But anyway, we're back from our panic. All good, all good. Put hay out for my children and then go yeet myself directly into the ocean. Fuck yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I pet the cow. Okay, fine. Fine, you only get 3 then. I was gonna put extra because having an extra there was kind of nice, but no. Okay, chickens. Ooh, those are gigantic eggs. I don't need to pet you twice. The chickens, being, like, very derpy, it does, in fact, please me. What? What? How do I do that? Can I put stuff in? Or is that if you have the silo, maybe? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. We're gonna have to build the silo. Okay. Onward! I don't know why that was being weird about it, but it was. Right, I decided not to sell the kelp essence, slash be an idiot, so there we go. Okay, so we have tree snack as well. And then, yeah, okay. And also we just have full energy to start with. God damn it, if I could just actually put away all of the things that I need to put away, that would be great. Thank you! I'm definitely not really motivated to go into the mines at all anymore. Like, I mean, I will eventually have to go for, like, more bronze ore and stuff. I was gonna say, I really hope this didn't, like, bug, but it seems like it's fine. Oh, trash respawned, uncool. Where was I going with that? Oh, but yeah, like, I just, the rest of the mines aren't completed, so I don't feel like I have a lot of motivation. Yeah, it's black, but by what? I can't see anything. Ooh, fossils. Okay. You discover that if you just want ore farming, the non-combat floors works well. Oh? Go on? Okay, I was like, did it not do that? But it did. It did do this. So yeah, like, I don't know if I should go, like, back and down and, like, try to see if there's more nooks and crannies. Like, what the hell is down here? I don't know. But I kind of want to just go through the place I just opened up. Never mind, a purple urchin. Also, another interesting mermaidy shrine thing. But without music this time? Ooh, what's this? A gooseneck barnacle! Oh, okay, so there are thingies here. Oh man, you guys. I don't know. That's interesting, because that's not an orb. It's a box. It's just fascinating. Oh, I got a kelp. I don't know if there's another way out from here. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can narrow down the exits, but there might be one. Yeah, there is one right here. Darn it! I'm gonna get lost so hard. Warp to the mine, elevator to 5, grab any ore nodes and veins, elevator to 15 and 25 to repeat, warp back to farm. Seems like those floors always spawn at least a couple ore nodes and they have no enemies. Oh, okay, fair enough. And I mean, grinding the combat is fine with me because I don't, like, hate combat in these games. In fact, I think it's fun. But you don't always want to deal with it, and it's not always very rewarding, so... Like, definitely the combat doesn't feel very rewarding in this game right now. I would say that for sure. Like, even if it's just, like, the loot chances and stuff. It's not great, but... But yeah, this way out over there might just connect back to somewhere I was passing through earlier, hopefully. But, like, there's a lot to explore here, y'all. And wow, like, they're doing such long loop-de-loops these days. It's crazy. Yeah, I need scrap for glass, too, as part of the problem. Is it gonna clear that up? Or is it gonna be... Yeah, I think it's gonna be the other one. Or maybe that is even one that you're supposed to get through the other way. I don't know. Like, maybe there's another shiny thing on that end. Altar. I don't know what to call them. They're technically, like, devices, right? The ball of goo and bait aren't rewarding enough without better drop rates. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're gonna make it, like, a mediocre thing to get, that's fine, but you need to give me a lot of it then. Right? Like, yeah, I feel like it's, like, every 5th enemy at best drops something, and that's not great, right? So... it's a little disappointing, to be honest. Oh, I wasn't sure which direction that was gonna go, and I chose wrong. You'll just buy bait. Yeah, 100%. Very, very that. And drink smoothies, yeah. Yeah, like, I suppose I appreciate that I can make food with the goo, but, like, not if you only give me a little bit of it. And then, yeah, it's a whole thing. So, definitely that needs some work. The harvest hitbox needs some work, even if you can use the scythe. Even if. If both are options, they should both work. But yeah, like, there's not a ton of things. I do still feel like I need to, like, go through a romance subplot, so to speak. I don't know who to pick. Like, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think we're gonna do Chaim because she obviously isn't finished, and, like, I want to do her justice, and I like her kind of most. Maybe? So maybe we'll save her for release. So basically, I'm just, like, Alice or Aaliyah, because Alice is the woo aliens one, and Aaliyah is literally training to be an astronaut, which is incredibly cool. But I do think Alice is the more complete of the characters. Yeah, okay, so you must be able to get through that another way. Oh boy. It's taking kind of a lot of time, but given how long it took us to do some other ones, that was speedy as heck. I kind of feel like I should try and go find where I could interact with that now. Because why not? Yeah, I would like to be like relatively complete with this, right? And hey, maybe we'll find the blue mussel. I don't know. But how would we get like, oh, can I go down here as well? A Bellon oyster? Balon? I don't know. Alright, so that's like the mine thing. Okay, so I can't, interesting. Interesting. Oh, I can just go around him. I wasn't expecting to be able to go around him, and then he wouldn't say anything, but alright. Okay, so there's clearly more here, which is not surprising. Shimmering coffer. Ooh. Wow, this place is fucked up. I mean, I guess I can move the anchor to here, because I have technically... Like, I don't think I'm gonna finish with this area. Oh, and this, I think, is the other way, down for... Okay, alright, I think this is connecting a path to where the other turtle was. Pretty sure, actually. So, excellent. I actually do want to deal with this area, so that's good. Alright, I was gonna eat the tree seeds. I was like, where is my food again? I was just gonna say, I feel like I don't know when our luck is gonna turn again as far as finding these, but I am not gonna complain if it keeps going. And we did confirm that you can find them even while one is active, so that's interesting. Really? I was not expecting you to go this way, but alright. I feel like we've just unlocked a whole world after that first section with the quest. It's weird that we haven't like checked in with Ling, but I'm kind of assuming that that's unfinished. Ooh, does that mean you're gonna get rid of this right away? Because that would be great. And then the other one will get rid of that. Oh, but then there's also this one over here. I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Oh, this one's gonna go to that one. Oh! Oh. Okay, that one's knocked over. I thought it was gonna go to that one at first, but it did not. Which is obviously fine. But yeah. So that one looks like it's gonna clear this thing. I don't know where this one's gonna go. Are you gonna go clear the one down yonder? I doubt it. But also, I don't know how I would clear that one. I guess I might have to go all the way around kind of thing. Okay, yeah, it did. I just have to confirm, but yeah. Yeah, okay, so now that's finally connected, so that's cool. I actually know where I am now, which is really nice. I would love to finish this one today. Maybe this one will clear the one down there, but it might just go around, yeah. Like, I don't think they ever leave their area, so I don't know why I would think that, but I'm hopeful. And I still want to find the blue mussel. Are you done yet? Oh, we got dragged out again, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I mean, we've made full use of our diving days, I suppose. I do like that it just automatically drags you out so you don't have to reposition the anchor. Okay, I think we officially have more than enough scrap that I can make a bit more glass. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm keeping one, of course. I'm just gonna sell the stone because I don't need it. And I'm just only gonna chuck 2 of these in here because it's getting super late. And I only had 2 things with me. You're Milo Pabu, aka Orange Boy, I assume. Right? Is Milo an orange? I never remember. Is in I only eat turkey flavored cat food mode and is it is out of stock, so he keeps bugging you for food when you just fed him. Oh, buddy, no. No, buddy. Why the guilt? But yeah, would love to finish that ocean bundle. Yes, he's like an older floofy Pabu. Aw, what a good boy. I think I knew that, I forgot. But yes, what a good boy. Why? Stop sounding so excited when you say tomorrow is going to be sunny. I made terrible decisions and I have regrets and... We forgot to go to the appliance store. Okay, well at least it's open today. No. I have regrets. Okay. Yep. Welp. Regrets were had, choices were made. Choices were made, regrets were had. That's definitely the order that I should say that in. I mean, I guess I can just go chuck this at the temple real quick so I get it out of my bags and don't forget to do it. Make sure I go today because it's closed Mondays. Yeah. I should also go to the carpenter and start my silo building today. Now that I finally have enough scrap. It's... Actually, that one, it doesn't even cost money, too, so that's cool. I'm gonna grab what I need for that real quick, actually. So, stone and silver and scrap. I need 100, so I'm just gonna take all of this. And then... restock that right away. And that should be, yeah, that's fine. And now to let the animals out. Okay. Lots of harvesting to do today, which is always good because I like money, but it's gonna be a while. Fuck. If I hadn't had to waste a swipe on every single one of those, that would have been great. But I blew it. So that's where that's at. The grapes produce very slowly, which honestly, like, I'm not mad about, but it's interesting. But yeah, I guess we'll have some wine going over the winter. Honestly, I really need to make more kegs if I'm gonna actually start really making wine and stuff, but we'll get there. We got a lot to worry about in winter that I'm not worrying about right now. Okay. Pet the chickens. And apparently you don't... Apparently the eggs don't build up if you don't grab them one day, so I'm gonna remember to go grab my eggs today. Oh, is one of you mad at me? Oh, no, they just stacked. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, it's still only 8:30. Like, I'm trying not to, like, forget to go, but I'm also trying not to, like, just stand around and not do anything until I can go, because that would be a waste, and then I'd be stuck watering even later into the day. Instead of going back to my sweet, precious ocean. I really like the diving. It's a lot of fun. In case you hadn't noticed. It does have very nice music. I like the music in this game. It's pleasant. Okay, let's go. Let's go real quick. Because I would like to be able to cook something. I don't know why I need a cooking knife to, like... What was I even trying to cook the other day? I don't know. It wasn't that complicated. Oh, do I just shop? Okay. This is a lot of things. I feel like I want all the things. I don't know which things I need for the recipes I have. Like, I don't know how linear this is. Okay, I'll start with that. Was it overkill? Maybe. I don't know. Don't judge me. I should go talk to Scott. Oh, you have a blender and grill? Okay, well, maybe I'll get the grill too. I kind of just want to get the oven, but, like, it is literally the most expensive. Oh, wow. Okay, so I got 4 out of 8 things. Whatever, I'm still making money, baby. It's fall. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Scott real quick, actually, because, I don't know, I like Scott. He's fun. He used to date this girl who loved the fall. She would jump into big piles of leaves and carve pumpkins. Wonder if there are big leaf piles where she is now. Oh, okay, good for you, buddy. Oh, sorry, player. What are you calling me? What are you saying, Scott? So yeah, just gonna go right up into the carpenter. I was gonna say, do I happen to have any cranberries? I sure do. Hi, Yuri. I love you. You're great. So yeah, it's Yuri or Alice at this point, basically. So we'll see, right? No, this is the recycling center, not the carpenter. Right there. They were suggested for good single ingredient recipes. You can manually blend any one vegetable, use a cheap one, for a green smoothie, or any one fruit for a smoothie. For the grill, a cheap fish becomes grilled fish, and a cheap bug becomes bug jerky. Gross. Thank you for the tip there. That does help a lot. I wanted to make a moon pie for the Moon Pie Festival and found out that it was going to be like a whole thing. So... Oh. I wrote this down as not having a cost, so I guess I'm an idiot. Whatever, I have the money, it's fine, just oops. I was like, oh, it's free, sweet. Oh good, this is worthless. Like the Gravity Falls meme. Thanks, this is worthless. This is less than worthless. Also, I do like how much the corpse flowers sell for, and I do like that this game has corpse flowers. It's really fun, honestly. I enjoy it. More games should have corpse flowers. Give us the gigantic, stinky flowers. Who doesn't want those, you know? You watched a couple of beginners tips videos yesterday. You are smarter than me, but I hate tutorial videos. And I realize it's not like technically a tutorial, but it kind of is. And I am genuinely jealous of people who can stand to watch tutorial and trick videos. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if someone else puts them on, I'll watch it. If I have to, I guess. But, like, if it's me, nah, I'm just gonna not. If you give me like a nice, like an article or a guide that I can read, sure. But I don't know, man. I don't like videos. I don't like videos for my video game tips. And again, I wish I did. Oh man. I feel like I'm just watering as pretty much as if there aren't any leftover watered spaces from the day before at this point, which is fine. And probably something I should have been doing from the start. Tree is already watered. Honestly, I like this, but because I have done this to myself, I really can't wait for winter to come. I guess I'm finally getting silver kelp, so in spring I can do full sprinklers, and we can just do whatever the hell we want every day, and that sounds great, but we ain't there yet. No! I ruined it. I ruined it. It's ruined forever. The pattern is destroyed. I wasted a sweet. And yeah, I was gonna say, and that's not even gonna go the full way because the watering can is empty. Rip. Yeah, it's late already. Oh, right. I have to place. I must place this. Okay, so I don't really like that. I'm tempted to put it there, because it kind of makes sense, but I don't know if I like it. Is that better? Maybe a little. I don't know. I don't know why I care about realism on this one. I mean, it's not necessarily realism. Practicality, is that a better way to say that? Maybe. That might be a better way to say that. I don't know. Do. We're so close. I feel like I just get into like, oh god, can I please just be done this focus mode, right? when I'm like at the end of the long journey that is watering this goddamn field. And yeah, we're gonna run out of hell. You know what? It's Jamu time. I'm over it. Why did I do this to myself, you guys? Never again. I feel like I did this in Stardew when I was playing on stream too, and then I also said never again, and here we are, so I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. It's possible. But I'm only hurting myself here, so I guess I don't feel that bad about it. Nice. Okay. I should have put those in the mayonnaise thing, but it's fine. Oh, I don't actually know what wine is worth yet. Sweet. Yeah, I can't remember how much is that. It's worth like $500 or $600 bucks. Yeah, $500 roonies for a corpse flower. Like, damn. Okay. Oh, I need to cross the silo off my list, but I'm gonna cross it off more gently than well, okay, I only have one line through all the rest too, but like relatively gently because I might need to build more silos later. I don't know. I do still need a mill. I've been saving my grains for that. And I guess we technically still need a stable at some point, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it. We can start more kelp essence when we get back. Actually, how many? Could put 2 more in there, I guess. Yeah, we can do 2 more, so we might as well, I guess. I really, really want to get that blue mussel. Like, real bad. Real bad. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting super sidetracked and it's already 5 o'clock and we're not gonna get, like, any time in the ocean, but we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do whatever we can. This teleport is real nice. Honestly, like, just them being so generous with the fast travel is still, like, it's still good. Yeah, Waku hates green smoothies. Cool, cool, cool. Speaking of which, I probably should have made literally any food. Although I did have the Jamu, and yeah. I do appreciate that, like, nature heals overnight when you do these things. It's very nice. And I mean, hey, at least we're still picking up more seaweed. Which we can make snacks with. Oh, okay, it was... Oh god. Oh no. Now I'm... Well, now I'm stuck here, but it will retreat. Eventually. This little spot to my right feels really unfinished. Okay, we're free again. Like, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so that's cool. Ooh, what's with all the mistiness? We got it. You guys, we got it. You guys, we got it. We got the mussel. Alright, fuck yeah. Now we get to find out what we get in exchange for that bundle. And, oh, it's so foggy. And there's one more thingy here. And then, yeah. It looks like a placeholder for a more interesting structure or something. Yeah, for sure. I guess we'll see. What's with the weird underwater wind? It's tripping me out. Kinda scary. Ooh, that was totally worth it. Valid swing. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get the last thingy in this area tonight or not. We might not. I guess we've been very lucky, so it wouldn't be right for me to complain about that. And actually, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna need the stamina. We'll see. I mean, I might. But yeah, we've got enough seaweed in the last couple days that we can make something of it if we must. Feels a little bit weird that I'm doing this now because I feel like I was supposed to do this one first. It's like higher, or it's not as deep and whatever. But like, whatever. It is what it is. They're all getting done. Huh. Still don't fully know how far away they can spawn. Or like if I should be focusing on these close ones first. I mean, presumably it's like this whole area that these are in, but I don't know for sure. And I mean, trying to clear out the ones closest to it is mostly just trying to be efficient. Because you're gonna have to get at least the ones right in front of it no matter what you do, right? So... Yes! Alright, sweet. Not a ton of silver kelp today, slash in general, but I mean... It's a hell of a lot better than not getting any, I guess. And we do need to save some for sprinklers, but I think we can go in the ocean. I really don't know if we can dive in winter. I really hope we can. If we can't dive in winter, I'm going to be really sad. But presumably I have all winter to dive. Oh, are you just good? Are you? Oh, you're just good. Sweet. Nice. So I guess... We have time to go turn in the mussel tonight. We can do that. We can just, instead of porting home, we can just port to the lake. Nice. Ah, yeah, that's good. Clean up that nasty oil spill. Mm-hmm. Plop it here. Oh yeah, I got 2 more of them here. Super good. Nice! Alright, let's go see what we get for our bundle. I'm so excited. It's the greenhouse when we get all of the ones associated with this little statue thing. And I don't know if any of these other 3 things are gonna light up when we're done this one or not. I really don't. But I don't know what we get for this one. A kelp essence? Oh. Okay. Well, that's underwhelming, but alright, sure. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, we only have 4 kelp. Or silver kelp today. That's brutal. We're definitely gonna need to go to the lab and blacksmith in the nearest future. I don't know how many... I don't think we're gonna get to winter today on stream. Oh, good. We might have if I had showed up on time, but I also kind of doubt that. I think it might have been fall today regardless, but I so hope that we can dive in winter. If we can't, I will be low-key devastated. Why is it always sunny? Greetings! I thought you might want some healthy food to help fuel your day. Oh, from Alice. Thanks, Alice. And you totally knew my name. Yeah, green smoothies are pretty good, from the looks of it. Alright, we got 5 kelp essence. That ain't bad. And how many? Oh, we've only got 10, so. I mean, we could throw it in right away, but we can hold off for a bit. Kicky. Scythe. I think ultimately maybe I should have planted more grapes with how relatively infrequently they produce, but like, whatever. Lessons learned, I suppose. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of makes sense in the sense that they're like sort of being relatively realistic with the whole vineyard thing with the other vineyard family characters, so maybe it kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh no, there's another plant here that I have been utterly neglecting to water. Oops. I think that's watered. See, like, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, I think it was, but can't tell. Always gotta love like the chill sort of fall vibe music, right? Oh. Why do I always do this? I always get, like, I need to figure out, like, volume presets or something for games, because I turn it up for Coral Island so you guys can hear the music and stuff, and then I turn it down for WoW because WoW is just like, dragon noise! So... I'm so easily distracted, like, for real, the ADHD farmer. It's the worst. I have a problem. Help. Weird how they keep dropping them in the same spot. Okay, all of that's watered. Yeah, it's definitely easier to do it down for some reason. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. At least it does actually take less energy if I end up doing only one square or whatever here and there. But yeah, these pumpkins are a nightmare to water. They really are. And yeah, never again. Sprinklers. So many sprinklers as soon as we can. I hate this. Make it stop. Like, it's so depressing doing all of this watering and just like watching the light change as the day ticks away. And yeah, there's no way in hell I am replanting any of the things that I pull up at this point. I do have some more seeds that I could replant with, and some of them would even grow in time, but no, absolutely not. No. I refuse. I don't even know if I'll really be able to skip watering those spots and still have it be like a reasonably efficient watering, but I don't really care at this point. It's just not happening. I won't do it. You can't make me. You can't make me. Gotcha. I do like that it does like a whole main scarecrow-sized field before it's empty. That's nice. Okay, whatever. Like, I don't know if it's technically more efficient to do this than it is to, like, overwater, so to speak. I don't know. Regardless, I am running out of energy as usual. I'm gonna have to dip into Alice's smoothie. That is not a euphemism, don't you dare. But yeah, I think before we end up calling it quits temporarily with Coral Island, we're gonna have to do at least one stream of trying to woo somebody. And I really have been neglecting that part of the game thus far because I can't decide, and so I like don't want to focus on all of them because it's way too much work, but then I'm not focusing on any of them because I don't know which one I want to date. And yeah. So yeah. It's tough. My life is difficult. Don't you have sympathy for me? I guess I can refill those later, because I don't know if I should be keeping Amaranth or not. Maybe. Okay, I decided to just sell the normal ones. Okay. It counts as a veggie. A beet's relatively cheap, because I should make some green smoothies if I can. Bok choy isn't super expensive either. And I'm still producing both of these things for a bit. So yeah, I do appear to have things now. Interesting. Interesting. Can I do this? Oh, what? Oh, well that's disappointing. Okay, well that's, yeah, alright. It's interesting that it takes energy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, it's interesting. It's a bummer about the failed one, but alright. Now we know. We understand now. I don't know why it seems to make me want to make me back out before I can do another thing, which has been annoying. But that, you know, it seems like a bug to me. All right. Don't know exactly how worth it that was, but also, can you still eat this? Technically. Alright, there you go. You're welcome, Sam. Good luck selling that. Thanks for your money. Okay. To the ocean! Always to the ocean. I'm having a really good time diving. Like, honestly, this is my favorite thing. It's so good. I love it. The vibes, the everything, the aesthetics, the cleaning up the ocean. It's nice. I enjoy it. More of this in games, please. I do feel like I should check if that other little passage farther down south opened up, but again, I really doubt it. But yeah, if we could do like a bunch today, that'd be great. Definitely need to have a lab and blacksmith get stuff day. But also, we're still continuing to come back to the ocean and get more stuff, so... Ooh, that was satisfying. I think I may need to keep some more cheap veggies going through the rest of fall, but yeah. The green smoothies thing is nice, but yeah, it's definitely more time consuming to make than I expected it to be with the little mini game. But you know, it's all good. I can handle it. Hasn't been... I wonder if this is an implementation thing too, but I haven't seen / found anything to catch with a net in the ocean in a while. There's been harvestables on the ground, but none of like the hermit crabs or whatever. You never know where they're gonna go, where they're gonna get stuck next. Yeah, I can tell that it's blocked. Leave me alone. Sweet. Gotta love it. Every time. Always good when that happens. Okay, I miscalculated. These things these days! Okay, so you're gonna clear up this big nasty? Which, oh, apparently doesn't actually stop me from going... Where is this? Okay, that's a place I've already been. Okay, yeah. No. I know where that is. Okay. Okay, so we've actually reconnected with the other place that I was, which is great, because now I sort of know where I am. I was hoping that eventually I would be able to figure all of this out, and we got there, so... Like, figure out where the fuck I was when I first... Okay, this is really annoying, honestly. Come on, jeez. And it like comes all the way back to where it started. Screw you, man. Alright, sure. Alright, now we have this one. Oh, wow, and it was, okay, interesting. And I was gonna say, and you're probably gonna go over this way. much trash. I still wish that there was an upgrade for the scythe, either existing or implemented. If there is and I just haven't found it, I take responsibility for that statement. But yeah, I don't think that there is. And that's a bummer, because it would be nice to be able to do these in one hit instead of two. For realsies. Don't know if that was gonna ultimately be a good use of, okay, this one's definitely gonna clear up this gunk. Was there actually anything blocked off over here? No, it's just like background. Okay. I really want them to fix the swimming animation too. It's terrible, but whatever. It's pretty clear that this is not final version, right? So. Are you gonna get colorful? No? You're just kind of stuck in the middle? Ooh. And I can't get down here even though I've already been down here? It's acting like I haven't cleared that side of things. That's really weird. Alright, cool. So that's that section done. And yeah, there wasn't anything over to the side there. So we're gonna go back down, I guess. Oh right, this dude. Who does not move, nor can we speak to him. And we can't do anything with like this little mine entrance over here. I don't know if we can do anything with anything farther back. I don't know, maybe we should explore that a bit. Oh. I want to replace the anchor. Like at least here, maybe? Cause yeah, like I came through a whole long area here, and I don't know. And like we're almost out of time anyway, so I'm curious to see if I can find anything. Aha! Okay, so maybe oh, alright. So we can't loop around that way either. Uh-huh. And yeah, like, we don't know what is up with this at this point in time. So yeah, I think, and then yeah, obviously we've been here. I don't know if I can get the kelp in time! Ugh. Okay, I got the kelp in time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we can go south from that area that we just were. Because there seems to be a bunch of stuff south. Maybe we go back there in that direction tomorrow. Just find out. I don't really know. Whatever, it's 11:20, so we going to bed. Okay. Not as much income today, but still money. I need to, like, not spend all my money as I get it, too, because winter's gonna be rough otherwise. Everything is sunny all the time, and I hate it. I forgot that. Like, that probably shouldn't be in the spot that it's in that chest, but whatever. More to harvest again today. Okay, so I can put 100 in there. Okay, 100 isn't a lot. That's very small. Hello? Oh, maybe it just automatically goes into it? Now I gotta find out. I don't know. Okay, maybe silos are non-functional. I have no idea. Let me pet the cow. Jesus! So yeah, I don't know exactly how to deal with that. I built a silo and it may have been for absolutely no reason. Well, I guess. I'm gonna wait until you guys go outside to get the other one, otherwise I will never, ever, ever be able to select the other one. Wow, perfect aim. Stunning, incredible. Oh god, I want so badly to be done, you guys. With this frickin' season and these frickin' crops. Make it stop. I want to stop watering these. I don't want to water them, but it would be such a crime to just let these sit here in the field for the last week. Or 5 days, whatever. Still pretty bad. Are you? No, you're not you're the chicken I haven't loved yet. To all the chickens I've loved before. A reference some of you might get, which is actually a reference to a reference at this point, but whatever. Don't judge me. Okay, so, those are not crops anymore, and I refuse to water empty space if I don't have to. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna very deliberately avoid doing that. Sweet, sweet liberation, sort of. What a low bar. Coco, would you get lost? Why are you in my field, chicken? What's up with that? Dearest chicken, why? I want fall to be over. I've made mistakes. I have many regrets. I want this pain to cease. Help! Alright, whatever. We're fine. We're gonna live. It's okay. It's okay. We technically have fewer spots to water today than we did yesterday. And I guess we're gonna have to take that. It's the best we're gonna get. I don't know how much time it wastes, like, the cooking minigame. Like, I assume while you have it open, it's fine, but I can't necessarily keep it open because of whatever weirdness. So we'll see how that goes. Stupid tree. I don't think I'm actually gonna get anything out of that tree before the end of the season, but I'm not actually 100% sure, so I am gonna still water it. Even though I hate it. I really should keep like more cranberries for gifts, because apparently everybody likes a cranberry, and I think that's great. So... yeah. I mean, not everybody, literally. But most people seem to really like the cranberries. And I respect that in a person when they like my gifts. Yeah. I don't know. I still don't know if I can get away with streaming late today. I'm hoping that I can, but I don't know. So, we'll see. We're so close yet again, and it is once again 1 p.m. Are you guys sick of watching me do this every day yet? Because I'm sick of watching me do this every day, so I would be, I mean, I guess grateful, but also confused, if you did not also hate it at this point. So, yeah. Well, hate might be a strong word, but find it somewhat tedious. Let's go with that. Alright. Last one. And I'm feeling tired. Yeah, beets are fine to use for smoothies. Maybe the eggplant too? Maybe I'll start keeping some of those. Okay. Let's try and make some food. Some more food this time. These are gonna be the gift berries. Respect my gift berries. Is that not a veggie? Oh, it didn't select the blender for some reason. I so badly want to hit A as soon as the button pops up, but that would not be a good plan. Yeah, like, oh, okay, I can make it, I can redo it without leaving if I, what was that noise? If I tab from not manual to manual, so, alright, okay, cool. Let's make some smoothies. I mean, I guess, is it a sign that Alice likes green smoothies? If she gave me a green smoothie? Oh god, I forgot that it took a stamina. Oh my god. Collapsed in front of my blender, making smoothies. Okay. Cool. I was in my own house. How dare you? In my own house. Am I gonna lose 2 days because of this? Or, oh, it was just the rest of the 23rd, I think. But also I have no stamina, so that's great. I mean, oh. Well, that's not fair. Okay, and now it's bugged. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, well, how much did you charge me? I don't know what they charged me. Embarrassing. A little bit embarrassing. Well, we didn't get everything we wanted to do done yesterday, which is a shame. I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of that before the end of the season, but whatever. It's because I screwed it up and I didn't water it, so. I cannot believe I passed out making smoothies and now it's bugged. Like for real. There's only 4 days of the season left, though, so I guess we got that much closer to finishing the season today. Oh, God. Anyway. We are very proud of our accomplishments on this day, are we not? I think we are. Very proud. So proud. Oh, man. I don't feel great about that one, I'm gonna be honest. But it is funny. It is funny. I will not deny the comedy in passing out making smoothies. But we definitely didn't get to do anything in the ocean yesterday. I know that I'm not gonna get anything out of this, and I feel like I need to compulsively water it anyway. Which is a bit annoying, frankly. Oops. I'm not very good at this scythe harvesting either, am I? I mean, I guess anything's better than the manual option, but yikes. More bok choy. Oh, the rice is done too. Oh, good. Look at all that. Okay, okay. There is actually a solid reduction, kind of, at least, in amount of spaces we have to water today. And I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. I'm excited. Okay, yeah, those are both watered. Oh my god, it's so hard to tell sometimes. So we've pet Cubit. Where's the other chicken? That we haven't gotten yet. There you are. I do like that the heart is there and not filled and then just goes away entirely when you've interacted with them. That indication is really nice, actually. Apparently there was a pumpkin there, and I don't know if I needed to water that, but I did anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, the problem is that we didn't have full stamina to begin with today, which sucks, and I don't really think we're going to be doing that much in the ocean today either. I kind of blew it. I kind of blew it on that one. It would be accurate to say that I have some regrets. But it is what it is. So, we've learned our lesson. Pay attention to stamina. Also, don't go, what's that noise, to the stamina alert. Yeah. I'm very good at video games, you guys. Can't you tell? But look, we're... Okay, well, I'm not gonna say anything about the speed of... Still watered. I was gonna say I watered 2 more things I didn't need to, but technically the sprinkler watered that one, so... Or those ones. Oh, what? I thought I aimed that better than I actually did. Also, apparently there's cranberries there. I almost said cherries, which is not accurate. And cherries come from trees. Or at least bushes, depending on the cherry. Actually, no, I think they're all trees. Are they all trees? Some of them are kind of bush-like. Berries are mostly bushes. See, we're using all of our brand new smoothies on frickin' watering. Unfortunate. Displeased. Unhappy is me. I don't know what the level of drama behind that was for, but you're welcome. Very theatrical, right? Sure. Alright, alright, alright. I mean, it's 1 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock, and we're done. So, makes a difference. Shall we see if we can do any more, cooking? Or are we just screwed on the cooking today? Unclear. I should probably keep orchids, but I think I've already kept some. Can you just grind up a pepper into a green smoothie? Because that's funny if you can. I'm gonna try it. Let's find out. Ooh, that's expensive. I like it. Honestly, fine. I'll keep the frickin' eggs. Oh. I also should keep some of the amaranth to see if I can grind it up. Okay, I did technically keep some of it already. Nope, it's broken. And I kind of have a feeling it's going to be broken until we restart the game. So that's good. What am I doing? I don't know, maybe this is where they should be. What am I doing, you guys? What am I doing? I should have some peppers in here regardless, to be honest. What can I make? How many of these things can I make? Okay, well, 6 should get us somewhere. Maybe I'll hold on to the smoothie. And we definitely, tomorrow, we should go to the blacksmith / lab and open some of those things. Because that would be good, and I would like to. But as it is, we still got to the pier, well earlier than we did last few times, so, I mean, we can do a little bit of exploring back this way again, just to see if, because we can't go down here, and we can't go down in this corner here, and just to double confirm. Yeah. I wonder if, like, if you just get to the bottom of the water shaft, if you could just, like, emerge down here. I wonder if that's what that is. I don't know. But yeah, just, hey, wait, what? Hey, wait, what? What? Do you actually have something to say to me, little friend? But yeah, I need to see if I can go south anywhere from here. Grab some kelp. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't actually know how to get to any of those places. What is a cherry stone clam? I don't think I've gotten one of those before. But yeah, this is where I came down initially. Okay, well, it was a bit of a waste coming this way, but at least we know for sure, and we've kind of figured out a little bit of the whatever is going on over here. I don't know where the robot keeps going. Like, what do you want from me, dude? Maybe it was just, hey, wait, because he got, like, caught up on the ceiling in that spot and was like, don't leave me. I don't know. Alright, but we know that we can go through a place we just cleared this side before we did some backtracking. So let's head that way. We have wasted like an hour-ish, maybe a little more doing that, which is not ideal, but it's okay. Silver kelp, always good. I'm so glad we finished the bundle. Yeah, I get it. Shut up. Ooh, and we get to go deeper into the ocean. Oh, look, another blue mussel. Okay, I was assuming there was like a wall of goop there, but it's just terrain. What are you? Okay, I can just go past you, which is fascinating. Okay. So there's this whole area. Welcome to Starlit Town? Oh. There was like a block there, but I just sort of wandered past it? I don't... Okay, well this definitely isn't finished, but... Is this the Mermaid Kingdom? Okay, shut up, little dude. I don't want to hear it. And also I'm gonna need the stamina in a second anyway. It's getting late already, but let's scythe. Because we need to get us some solar orbs. 2 or 3? Just 2, I think? And then, yeah, eventually I guess we can go farther down, but we'll see what that ends up looking like. I get the vibe that that's not finished either. You're gonna do a whole loop, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, they've all been doing huge loops lately, so I'm not surprised. I'm just annoyed. The annoyance is pretty low-key, though. I know that it's blocked, my dude. I have eyes, and I can see. I do really love the sound effect when that happens. The weird little high-pitched noise is very good. Of it, like, firing. Ah, so nice to just watch the oil and everything retreat. I do, like, part of me wishes it cleaned up the trash, but I'm obviously, like, glad that it doesn't in terms of a materials sense. But it's just so sad still having trash, right? So, it's all good. I'm not, like, bothered by it. It just, like, aesthetically, I would love if we could just get rid of all of it. But practically speaking, it's good that it doesn't. Give me a solar orb! But yeah, that just kind of looks like a cliff to nowhere. I don't know that it actually is. Have I just like... Yeah, I just failed to actually second hit all of those. Nailing it! Ow! I need to use the stamina I just nom-nommed. You may not take me away yet. No! I just want a cheeky little solar orb, you know? Just a cheeky little orb. No? No orbs? No orbs for us? Orb? Come on! Orb! Orba! Yeah, whatever. We tried. We almost... Well, I mean, we did still get through to there. I've been looking at this for a couple days now, and I need to fix it. All that for a bronze kelp. I can aim. I'm very good at my job. All right. Okay. Right, we haven't sold one of those yet. I do actually want to sell this. Cool. Too bad! Definitely better than passing out in the middle of the afternoon. So we did better this day. A little bit better. Still can't believe I did that, but it's okay. Are you gonna rain tomorrow? Tell me you're gonna rain tomorrow. God damn it. Today it is windy, but not rainy. Why would it be rainy? That would be helpful. Oh, okay. It did rain on the last day of summer, which was nice, because I was like, I wasn't gonna water this anyway, but I guess that makes me feel a little less guilty about it. I mean, okay, maybe I will get another dragon fruit out of this thing. Oh, no. Maybe. More things removed that I don't have to water anymore. Which is excellent. Also, yeah, good to have another big cranberry day. Very nice. Again, I need to just keep fruit for gifts. It's good. They're good. Okay, pet the chickens, except they are currently on top of one another, so that's not going to work very well. Hay's just been sitting there forever because they don't need it, because they get to go inside. Pet cow, milk cow. Pet cow, milk cow. Excellent. Do I have to? Do I have to water all of them? Do I really, really have to? Is there anything? Alright, we wanted to go to the lab and blacksmith today. I think they're both open today. Yep, and yep. Okay. Oh, and the lab's open at 8. That's right. Okay. Alright. Trying to be a little selective about what I'm selling this close to the end of the season. But let's take... It's not really what I wanted to do, but... So 11 of these and 6 of those? That's not too bad. Also, I'm pretty sure that beehive just doesn't work. I don't even know why they gave it to me. Like, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but... I don't know. I don't get it. I could look that up too, but you know, I didn't. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not, you know, it's fine. It's a bone TBD! Okay. Plesiosaurus torso and leg. Bone TBD. I don't know how many TBD bones there are, but I think they're gonna count as the same item, which is a bit unfortunate. Jaboons. Onward! To the blacksmith, where the coffers hopefully have something more interesting. Hello, Pablo. How's it going? No, I'm not doing that again. I don't have any missing tools. It's fine. Oh, a silver spoon. Oof. Magic lamp sounds neat, I suppose. Wonder, does donating a bone TBD to the museum get me the teleport? That'd be great. Spoiler alert, I don't think so. I don't know if that was as exciting as I hoped that it would be. Kind of hoped that would be more exciting, but I mean... Okay. Oh, we get furniture next? Exciting. It looks like a really nice bed, too. Alright, I guess I gotta keep donating stuff. I bet you, is that gonna be like 125? I don't think it's 150, considering how far the bar moved with 6. Might be 120, 125? That's my guess. I want a shiny bed that I don't have to pay for. That sounds good to me. I assume there's probably enough museum items in the game already that you could do that. Because I would be kind of surprised if there's not, to be honest. Can't donate the bone TBD, which is fun. Silly. Just silly. Actually, that's my bad. I should have kept that. Ooh. Okay, so... I meant to single click, like X click that. And I couldn't fit 5 in there right now anyway, so it's fine. Cool. Just in case. Nope, still broke. Not surprised. Somewhat disappointed. Not surprised. Okay. And now we get back to watering our crops. Hooray. I'm not salty, you're salty. I'm not, like, and the worst part is I'm, like, not allowed to be mad about it because I did this to myself. Like, this was my choice. I did this. And I don't keep track of things enough to know, which things I could stop watering because they won't make it another, or won't give me anything in the next 3 days. That is an assessment I could probably do, but, well, I guess that's not completely true because of the whole chance for increased growth speed skill thing. So maybe it's fine, I guess. But yeah. I would like to stop watering things. That would be great. It would be great. I'm tired. I'm tired of watering things. Really. Ah! Okay. And a little over halfway done, especially since a bunch of the things that we removed were in the bottom field. There's just a chicken chillin'. Why art thou in my field, chickens? It's very annoying. I mean, I was gonna say I don't understand how people end up with bigger farms, but I guess, like, if you have sprinklers, it's not a big deal. Like, it's still a reasonable amount of work to, like, harvest and everything, but, like, it's not like this, right? So, I don't know. I'd love to try having a big farm in one of these games one day. I just never... Like, part of the problem with doing it in Stardew is that there's, like, the chance for big crops. So, like, I feel like there's a bunch of planning involved in trying to line up 9 crops in the right sort of configuration for that to be possible. And it's not actually difficult. I just suck. And suck at visualizing it, I guess. And so it just doesn't work for me, and I end up avoiding it, which isn't great. So, yeah. Really should have put all quote-unquote renewables next to the sprinkler when I replaced things, but oh well. Okay, I'll come with this one this way. Alright, now we're done. And apparently I haven't loved any of my pets. Have I even gotten the eggs? I think I got the eggs, right? Oh, and I pet Coco. I got the eggs, right? I got the eggs. Okay, just I had to check. I wasn't sure. And yeah, I milked the cows too. Okay. Cool. Part of me is really tempted to just like zoom through the last few days, but then if we like can't dive in winter or whatever, I would be devastated if I did that. So, yikes. But like, well, no, we can go to the ocean. We don't have enough food to necessarily get a lot done. I don't. Okay, it's like I'm pretty sure one of them had a free space, and it did. I was right. One second. I don't know if I picked up my fruit tree upgrade. Yeah, I must have. Oh, fertilizer too. Yeah, okay. We have it, and I wasted time, but it's okay. It wasn't that much time. I feel like I've done remarkably little fishing in this game, given that I like it better than I like Stardew fishing. Let's just do this right out the gate. I really need to pause when I do shit like that, but I didn't. Oops. Yeah, so we do want to go see what's down there, although it, to be honest, it looks like a bunch of unfinished, everything being unfinished. So probably not going to get very far with that, but we do have this zone left to do. I don't really know what to do about getting into that whole, like, southern section. I have no idea how to get in there. All of the entrances or whatever I found are blocked off by vines. Or roots, I suppose. Are we gonna have a bad luck, can't find it until trash respawns situation again? Can we please not do that? I would dislike that. Thank you, thank God. Alright. Whew. I mean, obviously there's that bridge to whatever over there, but like, it's clearly, that door doesn't open right now. Loopity loopy, loopity loo. Wow. These two were particularly egregious for looping back on themselves. Also, why does that beluga, like, have a skull on its head? It's a big scary man beluga. Wee, color returns. Oh, okay, we just can't go farther, because it's unfinished. Yeah, okay. I mean, that is clearly the edge of the world as far as the ocean. Okay, well now I feel silly for doing all that stamina because I feel like maybe there's nothing else to unlock right now. Cause, yeah, there's just no way to go farther south. Or even east, right? Unless this is suddenly cleared now, but I don't think it's... Is it? Wait, is this the way I came? Is this a... Yeah. Yeah, I was looking for this. Yeah, I was thinking down here. And yeah, this is still blocked off. I don't know how to get into this area. Every entrance I find is blocked off by something. Oh, come on. I don't know, man. I'm sad that I can't go farther. Yeah, it's just like that's the tough thing about early access too. You find something you really enjoy and then you do it to death and then you run out of it. And it's just done, right? So, I mean, I don't think that like the temple way farther back would have opened or anything. I mean, it's technically possible, but I doubt it. I have no idea if I'm gonna have time to get back there anyway, but whatever. If we don't, we don't. Actually, that might be the fastest way back. If we go up through here. I'm not sure. This might be a mistake time-wise. But we'll find out, won't we? No! I don't want to leave! Leave me alone! Oh, I missed an urchin! A hermit crab there, but I don't care. Here, we'll put the anchor here because it's like kind of in middle ground in case we need to come back later. And yeah, I don't know what to do with that yet. If anything, I don't know if you could do anything with it. No, I almost picked it up. Darn it. Shoot and darn. Yeah, I shouldn't have eaten all my seaweed foods, snackies. It's a bummer. I've been selling all my sea salt because I just have so much of it. Like, I have like a stack of 30 in the fridge or whatever, which is too much, so yeah. Okay, yeah, you still got lots to do. Cool. Might as well sell that, and to bed we go! Okay, is there another festival? Foraging 5? That's when you get a wooden chest? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I've been wondering this whole time when I was ever gonna get a wooden chest. And here it is. Yeah, that is the Mayo machine. Yep. Looks nice too. Fuck. Whatever. I didn't check the forecast, but that's okay. I'm definitely not watering that anymore. I do not need to. Okay, so milk pail. Last day of watering shit. Let's do this. I'm gonna throw those in there. And honestly, I need to, like, throw this stuff in my fridge. I was processing the peppers for a while, so that kind of made sense, but I'm not anymore, so... Just put all the food in here. I'm keeping the bronze ones just in, because they're not really for food, they're just in case I need them for, like, quests or something. But yeah, we can do this. The fridge is not infinite, but I mean, I suppose I could put it on my shiny new wooden chest too. Like, yeah, I don't know how many things I can get away with not watering since it's the 26th. Probably a lot of them, but also not all of them. Oops. At least I don't really wander around when you just come in here to talk to them. Ooh. The large golden egg is like extra large. Right, we're harvesting first. Get them all! Get them all! I think this is gonna have to be the last day that we do, unfortunately. I would love to do more. Because I was late, and that's on me. But unfortunately I do have obligations today, which is honestly deeply a bummer, but it is what it is. Because I would really love to finish out the season, but honestly, maybe it's good that we have a little bit of time on the next time we stream this, to sort of prepare, for winter, right? So, but yeah, now I don't exactly know what to do with my time after I'm done watering all my stuff, because I feel like we're at a bit of a roadblock in the ocean. And I am not sure if it's just not complete or if I'm missing something that would let me access those spots that we can't figure out how to get to right now. I think those are all still watered. Interesting. I'll still water these just in case. Oh, okay, I did end up getting something from that before the end of the season, so maybe I should be less ungrateful. Okay, that one was watered. I think that one's watered. That one's not. Yeah. That empty space gets watered for the pure reason of it was there in the line of me watering something else. I think that there should be some pumpkins in the last 2 days, and if I'm wrong, I will be so disappointed that I put in the effort of watering all of them. Oh man. I do really like this game though. It's good, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it will be like when it's finally complete. And yeah, I don't know. I hope that's not too far out, but if it's a couple years, then it's a couple years, and we'll see how it goes until then, right? We definitely might check in on it every now and then. I don't want to just like play constantly and get one little update by one little update and stuff, but you know, we can check in if there's a big new feature or something that we're excited about. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Okay. It is technically faster. It is faster. We have like lost enough crops, well, slash harvested enough non-reproducing crops. And by the way, the amount of reproducing crops I made was very good financially, but a very bad decision in terms of my sanity. I don't, what was I? Oh, but yeah, it's gotten better, but it's still too much. Still too much. 2 more days in game, and then we will be free forever. Because if I ever do this again, I want y'all to slap me, please. Be like, Robin, no, you promised yourself that you wouldn't do this again. How could you? That's what we need. Should I just run around giving everybody cranberries today? I do want to go inside and check my calendar because I think there is another festival this season, but I'm not sure when or what. Also, the last festival we went to, the cutscene wasn't finished, so that's the whole thing. Yeah. I was going to refill this is what I was going to do. Sell the golden egg. Honestly. Okay. I should put the grapes in there too, darn it. I'm gonna take these normal gift berries. Throw this in here. I only kept 2 artichokes, which isn't maybe the best idea, but I feel like artichokes aren't really in that many things. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess let's go see if we can find Alice and Yuri and other people to give cranberries to. Oh no. Oh no, Alice. Alice is so broken. Alice's picture has been somebody else's picture every time we've talked to her recently. Alice is not okay. Yikes. Maybe we shouldn't date Alice because Alice is bugged. Actually, you know what? Everyone's been calling me player today. I feel like maybe there was an update that broke some things because shit seems a little extra whack today. I'm curious. Is there even relationship with the animals? It doesn't look like it. You just enjoy their company. I just realized that I didn't check the calendar like I said I wanted to, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. We did give cranberries to 2 friends. One of them wasn't doing so great, but we did. We did do it. Also, ow, I don't know what I just did to my eye there, but it wasn't good. Okay, so it's Sunny's birthday today. Pet day is the 28th. Interesting. Does that mean I get to pick a pet? Is that an option? Is that a thing that's gonna happen? Do we get to do that? I don't know. Okay, fine. I know that I'm not gonna get anything from this tree, but the guilt is too intense. There's too much guilt, you guys. Too much. I mean, yeah, like, we can just, like, wander around and forage and see some people. If we can. Chestnut. Fig. And chestnut. Ow. What did I do, y'all? That was a bad idea. Whatever it was. Have I ever... What is this even looking out over? It looks like it's just looking out over nothingness, to be honest. So I wasn't really planning on doing bug catching, but then I saw one I hadn't seen before and then it disappeared, so I guess I'm not catching that bug. I'm 90% sure that this is a caterpillar we already have, but it is. It sure is. But yeah, the game just seems a tiny bit extra broken today, which is a bit of a shame. It's fine. We'll be fine. It's all good. And in fairness, I suppose some of that might be my fault. Well, okay, I don't know if passing out while cooking is really, my, you know, logical conclusion that it's my fault for the game being buggy, so yeah, never mind. Okay. Sure, that should be enough, right? Really? You know what? Fuck you. Fine. Also, I think this is this the first bamboo shoot I've found? I was told that I should be able to find them. The torn pages are bugged too. I was told that I should be able to find them, but then I never actually found any, I think. Hey, Waku, how's it going? Oh, alright. No talkie wind telescope, I get it. Fritillary. I don't think I have had one of those before, so that's neat, I guess. Oh, is this a millipede? Gimme, 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 gimme. Centipede. I think I've already caught a centipede before. Catching bugs definitely takes more energy than hoeing things does. Do I go to the museum one more time? Maybe. And I guess I'll walk there. And hopefully harvest some more stuff rather than teleporting as close as I can. I got the time. No more graveyard flowers for me today. I'm not stealing flowers from graves. I'm just wild ones, just to be clear. Oh man, alright. Yeah, I haven't given him that one before. Yeah, I think it's 120, 125. Not sure which. Cham! It is hard to get a good workout during winter, Cham. It really, really, really is. I value your opinion. Anyway, bye. I like you. I love you, Cham. Bye. Oh, Alice is broken. She's just stuck there. Oh no. Alice, no. Rip Alice. Okay. Fine, I'll toss things in here. I mean, I guess I don't need to keep it. I mean, it's a golden pig. Okay, and I actually should hopefully be racking up a decent amount of wild seeds by springtime. That would be good. Alright. We only got 2 days of fall left. We can do this next time we're on. Yeah. Exciting. Oh yeah, this weekend's gonna be crazy. So I guess it will be Tuesday the next time I see you guys, which is a bit of a bummer. Would like to do better. Is it gonna rain on the last day of the thing, or is Pet Day gonna be sunny? It's gonna be sunny. Premier Tom! Oh, the timing! The timing! The timing! I must away, unfortunately. So yeah, how many, okay. Alright, yeah, we got one last really good harvest in for next time. Normally, like, the shitty thing is that I would like to stream longer, but I can't. I have obligations. And I started late today, so I feel extra bad about leaving on time. But it's fine. It's fine. We won't worry about it. But yeah, we were doing lots more Coral Island. It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It'd be nice to hang out, you know? It would. I would like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I normally I would raid, but I feel very flustered and I need to rush out, unfortunately. But yeah, so again, every second Sunday we're taking off these days, and that is this Sunday. So no, wow, we got headphone hair going on. But yeah, so unfortunately I will not be around on Sunday, but I will be back on Tuesday. I think I have to jump back into Coral Island because I'm 2 days away from winter and I need to know. I need to experience it. I need to upgrade my watering can. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can finally remember to like actually look into some things, but it is hard to find answers because a lot of times the answer in this game is it's not done yet, which is completely valid. It's kind of hard to figure out whether it's you failing or the game not being done. So yeah, whatever. But I love you all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely evening. Elaine and Prairie and Tom, thank you. Thank you for jumping in, even if it was last minute and I can't stick around. It's good to see you. But yeah, I will see you guys all on Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you later. Bye.